The Alien franchise is one of cinema's strongest series. You want to know why? Because it refuses to be pigeonholed into one specific genre.
Game over, man. Game over.
I know what you're thinking. Brett, the Alien movies are all horror movies. Or,
I think you're mistaken. The Alien films are purely science fiction.
okay, you're partly right. You can cast those big nets over the franchise. But when you look at the films individually, there's a lot more variety to be had. Ridley Scott's original masterpiece took classic horror elements from films like The Old Dark House and Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None, and transplanted them into the far reaches of deep space. Alien is basically a slasher movie where the killer is a constantly evolving extraterrestrial life form. And it's the greatest slasher movie ever made. Eat your heart out, Jason Voorhees. When the time came for a sequel, James Cameron decided he was going to war. By turning the story into a Vietnam allegory, Aliens was able to shift into the realm of pure action cinema without losing the dark edge of the original film.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Speaking of dark, Alien 3 went into full-on bummer territory. Director David Fincher took the story to a place that many fans didn't approve of, but maybe that's because this version was looking at how the alien was a curse upon protagonist Ellen Ripley. It made Alien 3 feel closer to Requiem for a Dream than a sci-fi horror action flick. Didn't like how gloomy Alien 3 was? Well, Alien Resurrection went way over to the other side of the spectrum and became a comedy courtesy of whimsical French director Jean-Pierre Jeunet and screenwriter Joss Whedon. Yes, if you ever wanted to see the series get unabashedly goofy, Alien Resurrection will scratch that itch. Need more comic booky blockbuster fare? Paul W.S. Anderson's Alien vs. Predator was more than capable of that, turning the series into a PG-13 toy seller. There was a sequel that tried to be more violent, but came across just as too silly. But hey, if that's your bag, have fun playing with your Pred-Alien action figure. Now that Ridley Scott has returned to the series he helped create, he's bringing back that B-movie feeling of the original film, but adding in some philosophical pondering too.
Big things have small beginnings.
Just goes to show that when you have a good idea, you can tell an infinite amount of stories in a number of different ways. Just as long as we always get some sweet chest bursting.
Oh, no. Not again.
Make sure to see the next entry in the series, Alien Covenant, when it hits theaters on May 19th.